Also, side note, so if you hear the traffic in the background, I hope you like it. And if you don't, I'll never park here again. So, keep that in mind. Okay. So, those are some of my favorite TV shows. Yep. Who are your favorite YouTubers? My favorite YouTubers change, like, all of the time. And I'm always, like, into different people at different stages of my life. One that's been my favorite for many years, and will be my favorite for many years, is Jenna Marbles. Classic. Jenna Marbles is, like, my favorite YouTuber of all time. I love her. I'll always love her. I want her to come back to YouTube so bad, but I understand why she isn't. So definitely Jenna Marbles. I also really love, let me pull up YouTube. I love, where are my subscriptions? Here they are. Right now I'm really into Reagan777, who is actually a TikToker who also does YouTube. And she did 75 Hard, so she does, like, a lot of, like, motivational productivity videos, so I love her. Yeah, right now that's, like, my main ones. I've been watching a lot of Life with Mac recently. I've been a fan of hers for a while. I like Haley Pham and her book content. Sarah Baska, Superfly ASMR, Yannick ASMR, Lynette Atkins, Destiny Sidwell, Isabel Page, Sarah Caroli. All of those people, I love them. So those are a few. What first got you into ASMR? I'm an avid YouTube watcher, clearly. My entire life I've been obsessed with YouTube since, like, YouTube was a thing. And in high school I had, like, the worst sleeping schedule ever, like, really bad insomnia, could never fall asleep, could never wake up type deal. And I remember, like, scrolling in the middle of the night through videos, and I had found ASMR, but I didn't know what that was. I just knew I liked those videos for whatever reason, couldn't figure out why I was so obsessed. But every video that I kept watching like this had the acronym ASMR. And I don't remember when I first realized that the two correlated, but I was really in it. I loved visual sounds ASMR. She was, like, my favorite at the time when I first started watching, and I think in one of her videos she explained it. But yeah, that was when I first started watching ASMR. What do you think is the safest way for animal control to catch a big bear on the loose in the neighborhood? Interesting. I live in Connecticut, which you wouldn't think has, like, a lot of bears, but in the past, like, couple years, there's been so many in towns near mine and in my town. The safest way, I don't know. I know, I watch a lot of Dr. Oakley, which is a Yukon vet in, like, Yukon, Alaska, which countries would you like to visit? I have visited quite a good amount of countries, I would say, for my age at 26. So countries that I haven't visited before, I really want to visit everywhere, to be totally honest with you. There's no place I don't want to go. For like, I guess, like, governmental reasons. Like, you can't go, obviously, to Russia, even though I've been to Russia before, like, the war with Ukraine. I know, like, there are certain places that, as, like, an American, it's near impossible to get to and to be accepted into. There's places that you have to apply for visas to even visit. But, like, in a perfect world, if there were no issues involved, I would love to go to Egypt. I would love to go to the Maldives. Is a place I really, really want to go. Like, not just countries, but just places. I really want to go to India, Asia, like any, like Korea, Japan, all of those kinds of places. I really want to go to France. I've never been to France. Yeah, stuff like that. I'm kind of down for anywhere, to be totally honest with you. Do you play any video games? I don't. I used to play video games when I was younger, and like every now and then I'll really like have the itch to play video games, and like buy a Switch and kind of like do that. I just personally have like an issue with feeling like I waste my time and like using my time towards different things. So I always have like a weird relationship with video games. I don't personally have any issues with people who play video games. It's just like, if I play a video game, I'm like, I totally could have been doing like anything else with my time. Why was I playing a video game? I don't know if that makes sense, or if anybody else feels that way. But that's just like personally with myself. But in the same breath, like, I desperately want my boyfriend to play video games because he doesn't. And I just feel like if he did, I would have so much time to read. And I would like much prefer to read than play video games. You know what I mean? It's like weird and random, but I really wish he would. Okay. So that was all of the questions that New Year, New You 23 asked me. Now it's 2022 now asked me. I'm starting to think that these two people are somehow connected, because I don't know why else these two people asked me questions at the same time. But we shall continue. What are your goals for your YouTube channel? So, my goals for this channel is honestly just to have something to put like time and effort into that is for me, that is something that is mine, that I can take ownership of completely, that I also like can express myself through, and that I can explore different aspects of myself through creatively. Like, I can do drawing videos, or I could do reading videos, I could do kind of anything with ASMR, and I could just explore more parts of myself with it, while also like helping people and helping people sleep and helping people calm down, because I know I've used ASMR over the years for that, and to be able to do that for somebody else is really important to me. And if later on down the line I can grow it and I can reach more what is your biggest achievement so far in life? I would say I've achieved, for like, again, for my age and for me just being proud of myself, I would say I've achieved a lot of great things in my life so far. And there's a lot more, obviously, I will be achieving in my life, and I'm really proud of myself for that. I would say, like, the thing that scared me the most and really concerned me, but I pushed and I got through it and I came out the other end, and I'm really proud of it, is going to college, figuring out how to get to college and pay for it, which started when I was like in 3rd grade. That whole plan and all the work I did to get scholarships, to get straight A's, all of that kind of stuff started way back in like 5th grade. So I would say all of the work to get to college, to get accepted into a college that I really loved, to make it 4 years in, like, through college, get my degree in something that I genuinely enjoyed, was a really big accomplishment. But then to go even further than that, my senior year of college was some of like the hardest times of my life. I was so anxious and afraid of starting a career in this field because as a graphic designer, a lot of things can happen and you can easily be miserable, but that is the same with any career at all. So there's that. But also, more than that, I don't know what I was so afraid of. I don't know why getting a job was such a big thing in my mind. Like, I was so afraid of hating a job and having to quit and like get a different job, and I don't know why that is. Even the first job I ever had, I worked at Michael's craft store, and I was there for 8 years, and it took so much for me to leave it and to get a new job, to the point where I graduated college and I said, I know I'm miserable in my job right now, but at least that's a misery I know and I can maybe change and improve. But if I get a new job and I don't know if I hate that job, then so I finally got so miserable at my job that I decided to finally go after my career, and I think that is also a very big accomplishment for me, was just constantly finding a comfort zone and then having to push out of that comfort zone, sticking with something, being disciplined, and then having to push out of that to find your new comfort and self, you know what I mean? That's very hard, but I was able to do that, and I'm very proud of myself for that, and I always will be. Okay, what are your favorite movies? So, my all-time favorite actress is Sandra Bullock, always and forever. I credit her for raising me. I found her in her movies at a time in my life where I needed it, and it just completely changed my life. So my all-time favorite movie is The Proposal with Sandra Bullock and Ryan Reynolds. I know every line in that movie. I know everything about that movie. I love that movie. A fantastic movie. It's just a rom-com. It's nothing groundbreaking. It's neither of their best work. It's genuinely just, I'm so biased to that movie, but it is fantastic. So I love that movie. I'm also an avid IMDb user, which is International Movie Database. So if you want to follow me made, very good thriller, Love in Other Words, very good romance, and A Court of Thorns and Roses. I highly recommend. Highly, 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 highly recommend. Okay. Do your friends know about your YouTube channel? No. The only people who know about my YouTube channel are my parents and my boyfriend. And I'm good with that. What color socks do you currently wear? Are they matching or odd? Most people wear odd nowadays, prove it, lol. I'm not gonna show you my feet because I think that's weird, but I'm wearing white socks and they match. And I used to be an avid odd sock wearer. I used to like them odd paired, but now I match them, so that's fun. What is your dream job? My dream job is making passive income, doing something that I like, and like just existing and traveling and enjoying life would be my dream job. Who are your favorite ASMR channels? I love Life with Mac, Safe Space ASMR, Visual Sounds, Superfly ASMR, Yannick ASMR, Grace V, ASMR Fleur, Morpheus ASMR, Layla ASMR. Yeah, those are my faves. I also really like Corinne Sophie, who does ASMR, and Nanu ASMR. I think that's pretty much my faves. So those are all of the questions that I got previously. Now for just a very quick update on my life. I am currently in the mix of selling my house. I purchased my house 3 years ago. It is actually a trailer home that I had to get because the place that I was renting kind of like just randomly kicked us out during the pandemic, and I had to come up with a place to live, and rent was so expensive, houses were so expensive. The only thing I could afford was this trailer. I got a really good deal on it, and I've been happily living there for 3 years. I'm very grateful for this place. I love this house, but it is definitely expensive to own a house, and financially I just don't think it was like the best move for me. Like, I've been getting by and it's nothing crazy, but we're moving. I'm selling it to my boyfriend's niece, and I'm very excited for the extra cash every month. My boyfriend has built a house in a neighboring town from where we currently live, and basically we're gonna be moving into the house that my boyfriend built, so I'm excited about that. In the meantime, because we're gonna be moving with my mom and my grandmother, we're all just kind of going to pool together and pay for this bigger house. It's much bigger, and hopefully end up like renting out rooms. So it's a very exciting opportunity financially and as a family to kind of get together and go after this project. In the meantime, we are going to be spending time at his parents' house, which is exciting, and I'm just really ready to save money, to put money aside for this new adventure. Yeah, so that's going to be happening in the next few months. I'm going to be moving, packing everything up, moving towns, and yes, so if the videos feel a little bit sporadic, or like not sporadic because I'm still going to be dedicated to this, but if they just feel a little bit like less calm, it's probably because I feel a little bit less calm. But honestly, it all feels very good and positive. This move feels right, so I'm very excited about it. And I could just, like, there's so many good things to come, and I can really feel that. So yeah, leave any other questions you have below for the next Q&A video. I hope my answers satisfied those two channels. I don't even know who or what or why they wanted to know those things, but I'm close. thank you for